Hi folks, here we go for our weekly price action update, starting with the Euro USD 2nd to 6th of June. You can see here we had the break under the 136.95, 137 level, just here. Had some resistance here, it's broken under here. Now the obvious place that we're going to be selling this now will be back up at the 137 level. Obviously it's got this downtrend just here, so looking to continue in with that downtrend on pullbacks to 136.95, 137 level. Obviously if we get a drop down to 134.81, 135 level, then we'll be looking for solid price action candles to buy the bounce back out of that downtrend. GBP USD, it's shown a bit of downward action. It seems to have stumbled a little bit at this support here. Previous resistance, so we could see a bounce out of here. I'd be more inclined to sell this down though, with a bit of a further break and then a pull back into the 167.38 level to go short. However, if we do see some fairly decent price action candles here, then we could take a long out of this area here. If it takes a hard drop down, then the next level that we should be looking at is around 165.63 for possible longs. If we do break that area with conviction, then your next spot is 164.62. But I would be favouring shorts here on pullbacks to 167.38. NZD USD, this broke through our support area here and looks to be continuing to the short side. So if you're going to trade this, you've got to look for a pullback to the 85.36 level with a nice price action candle to trade this down to 83.28, around there. If we drop hard now to 83.28, that's obviously the next support level. You've got to see if that previous resistance level just here turns into a supporting level. If it does, then look for a nice price action candle to trade this back up to 85.36. But right now the price action on this pair is starting to go a little bit sideways, so we need to see some solid moves before going short, either back up to 85.36, or if we drop hard to 83.82, then wait for it to break, then pull back, and then to continue the short down from there. AUD NZD finally broke this long-term resistance here, which has gone back to 2013, December 2013. It's finally broken it. Went up here, it broke it by 87 pips. So the question we have to ask ourselves, are we buying this on a pullback to 1.09? If we get a decent price action candle, yes we are. The only thing with this is it's negative swap and it's quite an expensive one to actually put a buy trade in on. If we break back down under 1.09 in the next 2 or 3 days, if we come back down to here somewhere, then it's probably going to be considered just a spike upwards, and we can continue back down short with a decent price action setup and candlestick to show us that. The next area, if you zoom out on your chart, you can see that the next actual area where we're looking at price action is actually up around the 112 level, just here. You can see here previous support just here and here, and then it broke it here to come back down here in this downtrend here that followed the break of this support. So the next area is 1.12. So if we were going to be looking to go long from 1.09, then that's your target up there, around about 300 pips. We need some, obviously some nice price action candles to tell us that. We just got to watch this one for now. There it is there. There's the break there on that big bullish candle. So buying on pullbacks to 1.09 area with the right price action candles. GBP NZD, you can see here this has been a bit of a strange one the last week or so. We got the level here You can see here previous support, here as well. So we've got this level here that it's been, well, you can see that the price has been trying to get through it and then being resisted. It basically means in this area here that the buyers are equal to the sellers. Nobody is taking control of this at the moment. So for this to show us a short position under here, under the 197 level, we want a nice bearish price action candle to signal that we're coming back down to the 192 level. If we're going to go long on this, then I want to break out of this level and then a pullback to retest it, to actually show us that we've broken it, and then a nice bullish candle to take us back up to probably around the 2.01 level. So that's GBP NZD. AUD USD, similar to GBP NZD, is stopped at this level here, 92.29. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. Nice bullish price action candle up here though, will signal us to get long out of this area at 92.29. If we break hard down here, then your next level to look at is 90.51 to come long out of there. If you look at the top here, you can see that the previous top just here was not reached by this price action here. So it does indicate that it may be going down to the short side. So also look for a break under here, and then a retest, and then a price action candle to bring you back down to 90.51. EURAUD here, you can see the levels on here, previous support all the way through here, and we had the break and the pullback to this previous supporting level, which became resistance at 150.25. So if we get a pull up to that level, 150.25, then look for some price action candles to sell this down, going with this trend. If we come back down to 141.21, fairly sharpish, then look for a bullish candle to buy back up to this level here. It is in a bit of a range at the moment, so we need to see something happening here. We need to see some nice moves up to this level where we think that the sellers will be sat. So 150.25 to go short on EURAUD. EUIJPY here, you can see the levels. We've got this top level here at 143.32, possible resistance, with a few supporting levels sitting underneath 140.50, 139.40, and another one way down at 136.50. This is an uptrend here. This could be a consolidatory fourth wave just here, in which case you should look for, you know, some decent bullish candlesticks out of this level here at 140.50. If it flies up to this level here, possibly look for a short contra trend trade down here with the bearish candlestick. If we get a break of this level here at 143.32, then look for a break followed by a pullback to go long out of here, with a good price action candle. USD JPY here, it's being well supported at 101.30. You see the price here failing to get through it multiple times. You had a bullish pin bar here, which could indicate that the price is going to continue moving higher, but then you've got this trend line here, which is also holding the price down. What I'll be looking at here is a break over this trend line to go long. So a break followed by a retest, followed by another move higher, possibly up to this level here, 103.92. But at the moment you're stuck in this range here. It's going to break one way or the other. Obviously if it breaks down short, then look for a break followed by a retest, then a push lower when it breaks this 101.28 level, if it can get through there. But at the moment it's stuck in this range here. It's pretty tight here on USD JPY right now. And GBP JPY, pretty much the same, stuck in a range. Made an attempt at a down move here and then got sent back on its way at this level here at the 164.665 level. So your levels at the moment, you've got resistance at 172.66 with a possible supporting level around the 170 area just here. I think what I'll be looking for on here is a move down to 168 for a bullish candle up out of that area there, or obviously to go short from 172.70, this resistance area here. You'd need a nice bearish candle to bring you back down here. Things very much sideways at the moment. To go long, you need a break up here, followed by a pullback to test this area to see if this previous resistance has turned into support, and then you take a long on a good bullish candlestick. But at the moment, GBP JPY, similar to USD JPY, very much stuck in a range. Lastly, we'll take a look at AUD JPY. On this pair you can see a nice resistance level here turned into support. Nice bullish candlestick here, which gave this price move here. You've got resistance up here at 96.093, 96 more or less. So for this pair, if we get a drop back down to the 93.612 level, then look for bullish candlesticks out of there, aiming up at 96. Or if we get a bearish candlestick up at this level, then look to aim back down to 93. You can see what happened here last time there was a bearish candlestick. It reacted quite nicely, came back down, and then another one there, nice bearish pin bar just there, price dropped again. So this one seems to be responding quite well at the moment to price action candles and levels. So pay attention to these two zones, 93.612 and 96. Quite a big news week next week. On Thursday, June the 5th, we've got the pound official bank rate, which is where they decide if they're putting the long held 0.5 interest rate up or down. And we also have the euro minimum bid rate, which is going to be the big one for the euro. And then coming up on Friday is the USD non-farm payrolls announcement, which is always the big one for us traders. So need to be a little bit careful next week with those two events which are taking place on Friday and on Thursday. So that's it for this week's roundup of our price action levels. If you like what we're doing here, then please give us a like or a comment or subscribe. Very easy to do, takes you 2 seconds, just down there on the bottom underneath the video. And we'll see you next week.